and Sami.
No, What's Up podcast.
Podcast.
Yeah. You missed the physical presentation.
Pretty good jingle.
Yeah, I felt like I saw Matthew Broderick on Broadway.
Pretty good jingle.
Yeah, it was a jingle jangle.
Not bad.
Bedangle.
Not bad. Okay, that was
Not
a solid
good
welcoming.
either.
That was a solid welcoming to the audience. Welcome back to another episode of the show, folks.
Another episode
ladies and
of
germs.
the show. What do you think episode means? What do you mean? Why do you have to define it also as a show?
Oh, do you need help with how this goes?
I mean, why would you say another episode of the show? Everyone knows an episode represents a show.
You're right.
Redundant. That's all I'm saying, bro.
You know what? I'm going to give you that one.
You should.
That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to let others win the battle so you can win the bigger battle.
I'll let you take that with you in your brain space because I'm not. Are you sighing? Are you pre-pooping? What is going on?
I'm glad that you asked.
I knew you were glad. And I asked.
This feeling.
Why are you giving me a fist?
There's a feeling I'm having right now.
Well, those are dangerous
A
times.
feeling that I think many have.
Many?
In our society.
Have you done a consensus?
I've done a consensus.
You've done did you go to get a clipboard in front of a mall and ask people what they're doing, what they're seeing? That's a survey?
Is that a serious question?
It is not an unserious question.
The answer is yes, I did those things.
Okay. Which mall?
Okay, moving on.
Which mall?
We're getting way off track.
Did you have a mustache when you were doing the survey?
Way off track.
Were you wearing a polo shirt, khakis?
Yes.
Okay. What color?
The emotion that I'm feeling right now.
I don't think
let's talk about not just all emotions. We don't have that kind of time.
No, you want to talk about your feelings.
But there is a feeling that it's happening in the world. I know you can feel it. I know you can feel it.
Feel what?
I want to talk about outrage.
No.
Outrage.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel outrage?
Why is this of interest to you?
Do you feel outraged right now about anything, Tom?
But I'm asking you why.
Because I feel like when we get mad, the right thing to do is to outrage.
But why is this of interest to you?
This is how we get things done.
What done?
In modern society.
What's modern society?
Today.
Okay.
Today. The current times.
I feel like you like to talk about in general terms of today. And why are you so concerned about the whole vibe? Like, why does that matter? Does it actually impact you? No one wants to hang out with you.
Are you not impacted by the feelings of others? By the outrage of your neighbors?
What outrage? I don't know. I don't have outrage with my neighbors. I get along with them.
Have you ever felt outrage?
About what?
Against the machine, for one.
That's just rage against the machine.
A big band in the 2000s.
No.
What machine were they outraged against?
Gap.
They outraged against the Gap?
Yeah, do you remember their big Gap video?
The store?
Yeah, they had a whole music video.
Wait, was it normal Gap or Baby Gap that they were mad at?
They were mad at all the Gaps.
Just blanket.
Yeah, they made fun of
outrage.
Their videos of the khaki video. It was really good. It was very strong sentiment.
So at the Baby Gap, they sold khakis, and why would they be offended by this?
Why are you acting like you know about Rage Against the Machine if you don't know what this is in reference to?
That's not real information.
Just because
I don't know what that means.
Because you're providing me no real information. Why? What kind of outrage are you saying that you are seeing being exhibited? In what circumstance?
Okay. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I'm asking for context.
Thanks for asking. As you may know, because we're friends, we share experiences.
Your parents don't pay me enough to hang out with you.
I recently bought a bed. Hey, remember? Have I told you about the new bed?
Yeah.
Pretty excited.
Yeah.
I bought a
He's putting,
bed.
Literally you have pigeons just sending messages, a carrier.
I don't know what that means.
A carrier pigeon just sending messages to people of, about your new bed purchase.
This has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
It has absolutely. You're just letting everybody know, hey, Adam's got a big boy bed. It's no longer the car bed. It's no longer the bunk bed. It's no longer a slab of
car
straw.
Bed?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen people. I mean, I know you've slept in your car. Is that what you mean?
No. I mean, I've definitely taken naps in my car.
What's
wrong with that?
When you fell on hard times.
What's wrong with people sleeping in their car? Are you anti-car sleepers?
I think they're great. More room in the apartments for me.
Mm-hmm.
They can stay in their cars in the park like you did.
What's with this
when
big
you were
deal?
down and out?
What's the big deal about your bed?
In the great crash of 2008 when you slept in your car? I remember that.
Uh-huh.
You know?
I didn't even know you in 2008.
One of the best years of my life.
It was definitely the best year.
So I got a new bed. However, there's a lot of noise.
Did you go
I have
to a
neighbors.
store? Did you jump on the beds to test it out?
No, because beds aren't for jumping on.
Well, then you're not doing things right.
They're for dreaming upon.
I guess you don't know how bedrooms really are supposed to be operated.
I'm not going to claim to know what beds are for.
Well,
but I am going to claim that I bought one.
You gotta test it out. You gotta go sit. You gotta do like a bird dog position and all the yoga positions on it when you're about to make a purchase.
We're getting way off track.
No.
Okay, so the point is,
why?
I've been feeling outraged.
That is not a consideration
I've
for
felt
you.
outraged lately.
You don't consider how you're going to utilize your bed. You just go on your bed.
Let me discuss.
Just plan to be the only person in your bed.
Do you have any loud neighbors?
Yes.
You do? See? How does that make you feel when you hear a noise through the wall?
Well, usually it's just like, okay, well, they're doing human things,
Uh-oh.
which apparently you have a trouble understanding.
Uh-oh.
I don't really care.
I need to... Okay.
Because it doesn't happen that
Do you know what's
often.
happening? Okay. Do you know what's happening here? Denial. Outrage denial. You are suppressing your outrage.
Dude, what was the last psychology class
You
you
would
took?
feel a lot better if you took it to the streets.
What streets?
You know, that answer I
live
don't
on
have.
an avenue. I don't go on streets. I go on avenues.
What's the difference between an avenue and a street?
It says it on the sign.
Oh, but it's still concrete and tar, right?
I don't have concrete or tar.
What is your street or avenue made of?
It's made out of black
Buffalo wing
asphalt.
sauce? Oh, okay. Black asphalt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, all right.
You asked. I'm sorry you're getting upset that I'm not falling for your bait.
I think we really cracked that idea wide open.
But I don't understand
Okay.
why where's this psychological analyst
Right,
coming from?
okay, thanks for asking. So, some people, when they bury their outrage, they
Weren't
go
we
crazy.
talking about your bed?
They go crazy. What I'm trying
And
to
your
say
neighbors.
is there are healthy ways to manage your outrage.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm hearing a lot of noise that wakes me up in my new bed. And I'm like, I don't like this
Is
noise.
there noise coming from your bed?
Not as much as I'd like there to be.
Does your bed talk to you?
I'm referring to the noise.
Have you ever seen that movie
Through
with Carol Burnett?
my
she's
neighbor.
The mattress movie. And then she ends up, or bedroom and bed knobs and stuff with Angela Lansbury, and it's a cartoon, and then they fall into the
Bed knobs
water.
and broomsticks?
Yeah, that's a bed story.
Okay. Carol Burnett is the star?
No, she was in the Once Upon a Mattress, which was a big play for her in Broadway.
Ah. How did it end?
She became a big star.
She woke up?
Oh, she became like a very famous, well-talented lady.
Oh. Huh.
That was maybe her dream.
Okay. Oh, it's her dream.
Mm-hmm.
See, we all want a dream. Dreams are important. Right now, I'm
dream
not.
a little dream.
I'm having some pretty scary dreams because I'm feeling outrage in my sleep because I hear a lot of noise from my neighbors. Makes me mad. And you gotta let it out. So when I see you working very hard right now, I mean I can see you clenching your fists like I'm seeing your nails pierce the skin of your palms. When all you should be doing is letting your rage out.
My nails are piercing the skin of my
Let
palms.
the rage
So you're saying
out.
that my nails are coming out of my palms?
I call them like I see them. Palms.
Okay. So I have
Yes.
little nub fingers where my nub fingers come out of my palms, but I don't have fingers that are where they're supposed to be.
Correct.
Maybe you're definitely having unsettling things happening because you're not getting an efficient amount of sleep. If that's what you're seeing.
Agreed. Your hands look terrible.
I have hand modeling hands.
Agreed.
These fingers are desirable fingers. They're very long,
Yeah.
they're very extensive, and they are very feminine, and they are pretty much the best fingers that anyone could see in this town of the Mississippi.
Did you ever hear the stories of shop class where someone put the wood through the bandsaw and it just took their hand off?
I did not have shop class, so I did not hear that.
Oh, that explains why you're not very well in tune with working on things and woodworking and using your hands for good. Okay, that's okay. That's a topic
I'm
for
not
another
a laborer,
episode.
so why
Topic
would
for
I?
another episode.
When was the last time you were a laborer?
So anyway, Rage Against the Machine. What machine were they so mad at?
No, you were trying to talk about your dreams.
You know what machine I got mad at?
Okay. The drill that you tried to use?
The machines.
That you borrowed from me? It was a power drill, and he's like, why isn't it working?
Yes! I had rage against that machine as well because it didn't work because you bought a dud. No, you bought a lemon of a machine.
It worked when I used it.
This is why Rage Against the Machine did so well in the 2000s.
I'm sorry.
And on pop radio.
Are supposed to be so efficient and so masculine to be able to make your own things happen with your very dexterity of your hands because you took shop class. But yet you still needed assistance from a machine.
Yes.
So basically, you should be doubly mad at yourself because you had to ask help from a machine and it didn't do what you think it was supposed to do. But the reality is you really have to be upset with yourself because you can't handle the task on your own.
I am.
Yeah.
Thanks for recognizing that.
You're welcome.
Are you concerned that the machines are going to take all of our jobs?
No.
Have you been to Ralph's recently? They got a machine that'll scan your food for you.
What's a Ralph's?
Ralph's is a grocery store. I know you know what Ralph's is.
But we have fans in different countries that don't have a Ralph's.
They don't have Ralph's in France?
They don't have Ralph's.
Okay.
They might have a person named Ralph.
We can work on this.
They might have a king named Ralph. They might have
King Ralph
sandwiches. Yeah. Do you know the guy?
John Goodman?
Yeah.
Yeah, John Goodman. Is he the king of France?
Yeah.
I gotta go to France. It sounds
you should go.
Very
Do you know the guy who's
thinking.
in charge of
King Ralph Bold in his living room?
Dude, I'm trying to share a really good fact, okay? And you might be because one in France they have finger sandwiches.
Remember when King Ralph tried to play croquet? It didn't go well.
Why are we doing
it
review
didn't
of King
go
Ralph?
Well. It was so silly. Okay, I'm sorry. Go on. You were talking about a machine that's taking your job?
I'm talking about
your outrage over.
No, I'm talking about
the King
how
of France.
There's a guy named Ralph who was the inventor of sandwiches. Okay. And he was a very royal person.
I had to get to know this guy.
Yeah, well, so here's my point. Yeah. If you want to make a sandwich, are machines going to be making your sandwiches?
Okay. Side topic.
No, that's...
Sandwich or wrap? Unpopular choice, Gyro. Who are you? Where are you? Where are you in this circle?
I had a Gyro last week.
Lunch foods.
I had a Gyro. I don't have Gyros really for lunch that often. It's more of a dinner meal.
Would you say a Gyro person?
I am a Gyro person.
So Gyro person?
I'm a Gyro person.
Isn't Gyro just like a bunch of mayonnaise and like steak like wrapped in a sock?
No, it's tzatziki. It's made from yogurt and cucumber.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat that.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
I'm not gonna eat that. I have outrage against the Gyro, and if you're asking me about it. Which, that's what people do when they have healthy conversations.
Well, you asked me what I want, and then you asserted everything that you wanted, so you didn't even bother asking or inquiring or wanting to know anything. You want to overtake the conversation.
Thank you for acknowledging my power.
Yeah, well,
thank you.
And you're like, it's outrage. Like, it's like something you just plug into the wall like it's an outlet, and that's just not how it works, okay, bro?
How many outlets are in your home?
There's at least 15.
At least?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know exactly how many?
Well, if I can count, there's at least 15.
I mean, that's one of the most important things to know when moving into a new place. Because you got to plug in.
You're not moving in with me, Adam.
You got to plug in.
That's what you're doing. I see what you're saying.
Your toaster.
I know. I see what you're doing. You're asking me if I hear noises by my neighbors. You're asking me about my bed. I see what you're doing, and you want to move in with me. And Adam, no. There's not. No.
I knew it. It's happening.
No.
You're finally letting your outrage.
Because I see what you're
bowing
doing.
to the outrage. I knew it was buried in you.
Because you're not. I don't know how many more times to tell you. You're not allowed to move in here. I get it. This is a castle to you, but it is a place of calm, and it's very vibrant, and you're not. You're gonna lack. You're gonna mess up the cheat.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be like, is this mayo? Like, you will be the most annoying person to live with.
All right, vibrating aside, that may or may not come from your bedroom.
The power drill that you try to borrow with me.
Area,
yeah, I get it.
That vibrating.
No, that is not
we
nice
need to
try.
talk about that.
I don't even have an electric toothbrush, bro. Okay, I am very machine free, except for when it comes to watching TV, using a computer, and I actually don't really use the microwave that much. Okay, so
because you have rage against it?
No, because there's microwaves that have bad things in there that leads to cancer. So that's why.
I find that microwaves lead to delicious popcorn.
No, I don't eat popcorn.
And they lead to
popcorn is my mayo.
Yesterday's Gyro, if you're a disgusting person.
Okay, so you're saying that you have the ability to enjoy Mediterranean food that is tasty, that has nothing to do with mayo. Okay.
Okay. That's true.
Yeah.
Would King Ralph eat a Gyro?
King Ralph? John Goodman King Ralph?
Okay.
Or Ralph Sandwich?
I think you're confused. There's no difference between the two. John Goodman was king of France in 1991.
Yeah.
Brief period of time. He bowled in his living room.
With boxers, right?
And then he quit that job.
What do you call the royal thing that they hold?
And joined the Connors.
What is the thing that they hold?
France people?
No,
baguettes?
The thing that the throne.
A scepter?
Thing. Yeah.
Or a trident?
Yeah, and then he had the crown with the
King Ralph had this?
with the puffy chef hat.
I want those crowns. I want one.
It's like velvety.
As you've noticed, I'm in charge of this podcast. I'm kind of the king of this podcast. Do you think I should have one of those crowns?
You're the what of this what?
I'm running things. I'm like the King Ralph of podcasts.
You're the king of nothing.
Ooh, you're suppressing your outrage again. I can hear it in your trembling voice.
I am not trembling.
Okay, you need to seek a healthy avenue.
I think you need to have a healthy taste of reality. Maybe you should have a gyro tzatziki sauce. Because you've probably been having tahini sauce and tahini sauce. Now that, not acceptable.
What is it made of? I've never heard of it.
It's probably made of whiny little boys who dig their own scratches in their wrists and complain about their beds. That's probably what it's made of.
I think you're marrying your internal outrage to your feelings towards sandwich meats.
I am not. I love sandwich meats.
Anyone
who's met me knows I'm a fan of meat. I consume meat. I just chow down. I love sandwiches. You're the one who's petrified of carbs. You're the one who's petrified of calories. That's really king-like behavior. That's more like Napoleon. You know, like someone who wants to go fight the fight, but will retreat because they're being a little whiny, tiny, little, short, unimpressive person.
So if I did move in here, I need to know about your bed.
You're not moving here at all.
Are you a duvet or a comforter person?
I am a quilt person, which is none of those options.
Did somebody knit your quilt for you?
Yeah, somebody did make it.
That's very nice. My grandma knitted my quilt.
Melted it?
She melted it, then she knitted it.
Did she melt it with cheese?
Knelted with an N.
Melted. Oh, I don't talk about melted.
It means she was like kneeling down while she was knitting.
Nope.
She didn't do it while sitting.
She must have.
It's a very outrageous way to knit. Okay.
No.
Okay. So anyway, I've been feeling outrage.
Oh my God. You're the most mayonnaise person when you say, she knelt my quilt.
I don't understand what a mayonnaise person is.
You are a mayonnaise person.
I have outrage against mayonnaise.
Because you don't like oil and eggs.
I have outrage against loud neighbors who don't respect me when I'm sleeping, trying to dream.
But no one respects you when you're awake, when you're trying to talk.
And I have outrage against kings who bowl in their living room when they should be leading their great land with a scepter.
Because you're bad at bowling.
Okay, now you're unpacking you're going deeper. I like that about you. I like that we can really get to the core.
Because I'm taking psychology classes, okay? I studied communication in college, and
you're familiar with communication skills?
Communication skills.
I'm ready for you to bring those to our show. Can you show me one communication skill you've learned in college? I'm ready. Teach me.
Well, one is that you don't have to have authority based on the dynamic that someone pretends that that's to establish authority. For instance, the fact that you think that you're the king of a podcast, I don't have to abide by that. I could stand and not do that. I can do another podcast with another person, but your parents paid me to do this to babysit you because you have problems. You create rage for other people, and they're like, listen, I talked to Pammy and Bri, and they said, this is what we gotta do.
Your outrage is bubbling right now. It's fuming.
It's not bubbling at all. There is no bubbles at all.
I can barely see through the mist of outrage smoke coming from you. I have no form
of soap and a little stick with a little circle, and there is no blowing bubbles happening at all.
Okay, so you're outrageous. You're blowing things.
Outrageous is also a compliment. You do know that, right?
You're doing a lot of blowing.
To be outrageous is to be somebody's like, oh, that's wild. That's awesome. To be filled with outrage is not seen as a positive. Why don't you understand this?
I'm trying to learn.
I'm trying to tell you, you're not moving in with me.
Okay, so you're right. I'm not moving in.
No.
There's too much outrage in this home. I can feel it coming off of you, and I don't need that toxicity. Don't need the toxicity. Although I do enjoy our work relationship,
do you know what I do?
And I'm not going to let the machines take over.
Do you know what I do?
Which would incite rage
in my place
upon me.
I just watch. I just read. I just write, and I just do yoga, and I use weights.
Wait, you do yoga?
There's no toxicity here, bro. Okay, I'm nowhere near a sewage. I am nowhere near a power plant. There's nothing toxic about this.
But I think we'd all agree it seems like you may have...
we all? You have no all.
Me and society. We'd all agree.
You in society.
You probably grew
What's
up
society?
near a nuclear power
There's
plant.
so many societies, and you're just going to just claim all the societies?
Would you say that you grew up near a nuclear power plant? Like you slept while it was outside just emitting fumes?
I wouldn't say that because that isn't true.
Oh, she's getting outraged again.
No.
See, it's within you. Maybe you need to do more yoga. Let the outrage melt. Okay. We need to get it out of you. It can't live inside.
This isn't like fondue.
This is what happens.
What do you mean?
This is what happens to you when you hold in the outrage. It's got to be outrage, not enrage. Outrage.
I feel like you just Googled how do I try to talk to people when I'm just a sad little boy.
Have you ever bowled?
Yeah.
It's good, right?
Yeah, I bowled a lot when I was a kid.
Okay, we can agree on that. Okay, so you bowled, I bowled, King Ralph bowls.
I eat cereal bowls and I eat gyros in bowls. Yes. I do a lot of bowl work.
Yes.
I'm known for my bowls.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so your bowels are doing good.
Well, that too, but that's not the same bowl.
Okay. All right. So outrage. We've gotten to the bottom of outrage culture and why you can't hold it in. You gotta blah when you feel angry, whether you're in bed dreaming or you're at the grocery store.
Why are you having bad dreams? You never got into that.
Because I can't sleep, because I hear loud neighbors, and then I feel outrage.
You live in your car.
But I manage my emotions in a way that is very healthy for others. Whereas you let it build up.
Others.
And then you say crazy things.
Give me one example of how you make things better for others.
Right now I'm lifting you up out of your outrage.
Uh-huh.
Done. Done. You're ready now to face the day in a healthy manner, in a non-toxic manner where you can converse with other people. Don't do too many at once. I don't know if you're ready for that. But maybe like one at a time, or maybe start with like an animal. You know, or maybe talk to a plant in a way that's maybe even-keeled.
Do you realize that you just talked to yourself during that?
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Yeah, you sound like
I learned a lot.
Okay,
well here we go. That's our episode.
I think you just need to get a nap. You need a nap.
This has been an outrageous episode, Sammy.
You should get a nap. You should eat some cheese. You should get some meats.
Hey,
you should try Tahini sauce.
I'm not going to sleep on your quilt. Quit trying to get me to move in. Okay, this has been an outrageous episode. Thank you for joining me, Sammy.
You need.
All right, folks.
Bye.
Have a good one. Thanks for listening, and have an outrageous day.
Yeah, take it breezy. For cheesy.
Bye.